Castle and Ash are massive weebs. Azami has no friends and anger issues. In fact, Azami is one of the most disliked operators on Team Rainbow. Here are some Rainbow Six lore you may or may not know, and some of this is new, so you genuinely might not know some of this lore. This lore will mainly be focused on Azami and all of the new lore that we have about Azami. For example, we have learned that Azami loves reading manga. We have obviously the new operator banter. With the operator banter, we've learned a lot more about the operators, so this focus is mainly on Azami. For a bit of background of Azami, in case you didn't know, Azami is not her real name. Like, most operators don't use their real name. Azami is not her real name. Kana Fujiwara is her original name, but unfortunately, when Azami was a bodyguard, she tried to protect the person who was also her friend, but unfortunately, he died to a rogue bullet, and she failed him, and she was very close to him as a very good friend. So, because she feels like she now has lost her honor because the one job she had, she failed at, she now goes by the name Azami and will not use her name again until she reclaims her honor and gets revenge for his death. But with him dying, she lost her only friend, so Azami actually doesn't have any friends. We know about Azami not having any friends as well from the operator banter, so let's get into some of the new lore that we have learned about Azami and go more into her story. So as I mentioned, Azami really likes manga, and it's unfortunate because Ash doesn't like Azami. And although Ash isn't into manga, or we don't know if she is or not, I assume she is because she's actually really into anime. Ash and Castle sit up and watch anime late at night together, and so anime is obviously something you watch, manga is something you read, but a lot of animes that we watch are based off of a manga. So I have a feeling that they could be good friends if Ash could get past her dislike to Azami. So here is the operator banter for Azami confirming that she likes to read manga.
Friends.
Robots with guns. I've seen this in a manga before.
Sorry, I don't read comic books.
We know that Ash and Castle sit up and watch anime together because it was in the lore in the game. And so we know that those two like to do that. So it is unfortunate that Ash doesn't like Azami all that much because they could actually get on quite well. I personally think that Ash doesn't like Azami because Azami is very hot-headed and angry, and Ash is also a very hot-headed person, and Azami is very much hung up on the revenge to reclaim her honor, and Ash wants to keep Deimos alive. Azami really doesn't want to. So I think that's maybe why Ash doesn't like this that much, but we know that Azami has anger issues and that she's like getting therapy for it in this voice line here. So this is a voice line from Doc, between Doc and Azami, and in it he also says that Ash isn't very fond of Azami, which means that she doesn't really like her.
I'm not taking the anger management course again, Doc.
Why Ash isn't more fond of you, I will never understand.
Ace also takes a dig at Azami and basically says that she's friendless. However, Azami is currently trying to make friends. Habana has told Azami that she should try and make new friends after everything what's happened, and Azami has chosen Sophia to be that friend. And again, we learn this through the operator banter, and I love this. Like, Sophia is one of my favorite operators in the game, and so is Azami. I love both of their designs. I also like playing both of them, even though Sophia is not in a great state right now. But I love them both so much, so the fact that those two are the ones who were like becoming friends, I am so here for this. So here is that voice line, and it makes me so happy.
Parasocial relationships are a waste of time, Ace.
Oh, I get it. You're a loner with no friends.
Hibana says I need to make new friends. So, you free to train after this?
Sure, Azami. I'll clear out my schedule.
The voice line between Sophia and Azami, I think, is super significant for me, as Sophia is very much by the book. Things are so important to her, like work. She's so like work driven. So the fact that she is willing to clear her whole schedule to train with Azami and basically form a friendship, like, that's so cute and very unexpected behavior for me, in my opinion, for Sophia. And I am really here for it. And I hope that they develop this along the way, like how they've developed other operator lore. I hope with all of the operator banters, as the seasons go on, we get updated versions of the banter, so we see like an actual story progress between the operators. That would be really cool. Listening to a lot of the operator banters between Azami and other operators, a lot of them meet her with aggression almost. So it really insinuates to me or suggests to me that she isn't very liked by most of the operators, unfortunately. But again, I think it's because she's so hung up on her revenge, and that's the most important thing to her, that they probably don't really see her as like a team player or always doing what's best for the world, and more just her revenge. So I'm curious if and when Deimos does change in the lore, maybe she'll like be chiller. There was some updated lore about Azami through the operator banter. Let me know which operator you would like me to cover next. And if you want to see more of these like quick lore update videos, I can also do much larger lores, but I thought the updated ones might be cool right now because of the operator banter.